tape it dropping, well, it's a confession, this shit getting boring. I done relapse in the tracking packs with the stamp, and like 2012, bitch, I been scoring. Hold up, wait, I been fighting for my soul, stepping easy. Just my wrist get all on this bean, yeah, I'm out here tweaking.
Around. So look, man, I got a real special guest, man. That was just him right there, man. You can go check that song out on all platforms, man. But right now, man, I want to give a big shout out, man, and a big introduction. What I like to do, bro, I like to give a slight introduction, and then I'll let you, man, take your own stage, man. But this Meechie Thuggn, and man, straight out of Memphis, man, like, you know, man. But shit, one of the hottest artists out there right now, especially, man, artists coming out of Memphis, man. So welcome to the show, bro, on the platform, bro. And yeah, man.
I appreciate you for having me, brother.
No problem, bro. So go ahead and tell everybody about yourself and tell them how you come.
Meechie Thuggn, aka man, Meechie Obama, whichever you want to call him and shit like that, man.
Yeah.
North Memphis. We out here in ATL right now, though.
Yeah. So how's it out there, man? Like even up in ATL, man. You know, you got to put in that groundwork, man.
Yeah. Shit a whole lot more professional out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I made like a whole lot of connects out here in ATL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how is it starting to go for you, man? Because it's like, well, let's go all the way back. What I like to do is I like to, you know, man, give everybody a feel for you before we actually get up into the whole interview. And man, and it's just one of those laid back kind of podcasts, bro. I ain't, you know, man, we ain't on the messy shit or you feel me. It's just man, genuine, bro, and I appreciate you, man. And shit, man, let's get into it, man. Like shit, we just chopping it really though. And I like to tell everybody, man, a little bit like about you, man. Like he an artist, bro, but at the same time, man, it's well, even like right now, man, let's go back to this, man, before we get the interview started, bro. Even though you rap, you know what I mean, and like your notoriety, like you getting a lot of notoriety from the EST lookalike. You know what I mean?
That shit
how
funny
is that though? Like, you know what I mean? Being on the internet and just people saying that, and you do though. You feel me?
This shit don't bother. I laugh at this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I was thinking about that, right? Because like you could take it either way though, man. It's a good thing that you just, you know, man, you like, because you could take it either way, bro. Because sometimes it take off from you actually, you know, man, you actually could rap though. You feel me? So it's like a lookalike, but you know what I mean? So the comparison just got to stop right there. You know what I mean? But I feel you though, man. And,
I ain't started hearing it until I started growing the locks out and shit like that, man. This shit crazy.
Yeah.
At that point, I think they call any nigga with dreads and a beard, man, this nigga like try to find a human, you know.
Yeah, man. So how did that go about though? Like, did you just already have the video out, or somebody the internet just did it on its own?
Yeah, I had the video out probably about a little bit over a week before Spade TV picked it up and shit like that, man. Yeah. Shot by GT Films. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
If y'all don't know about my radio, that he working with all the major artists out here, so it was lit working with him. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. So let's get into it. Like, where you from, and like, what was you raised, bro? Like, how was you up there?
Fraser, I'm from the Bay, North Memphis. Like Yo got it. You know what I'm saying? Glorilla, I'm from out there, if I ain't mistaken. But yeah, man, I'm tired all over that motherfucker though. I got a house out there in Whitehaven.
That's it. That's North Memphis.
Fraser, yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. So is it a close-knit community? Is like everybody, you know what I mean? Is it one of those like y'all got your own flavor? Like, you know what I mean? Because every city's different, you know. You got some of those cities, like even around here, bro, you could be 15 minutes, 20 minutes away, but every city got their own I mean, it's kind of like that with Saginaw and Flint. Like we fuck with, like, we party out there, but you know, every city got their own.
But they got their own
bro.
little
And I think
thing.
that's yeah.
Yeah,
So
it got it. It's on. You know what? Niggas that's deep in North Memphis, like yo, Smoky City, Klondike area, and shit like that, man. They used to try to fight with us. You know what I'm saying? As if first in North Memphis, but it is though. You know. But yeah, we got our own little style and shit like that, man. It really Fraser, Tennessee.
Yeah, and like it's a bubble, bro. Like that's one thing, man. Like like I wouldn't say it really came out of nowhere, but because it always been there. Like, but for everybody to actually come out, man, you know, like even from shit like the Memphis artists, like man, like Yo Gotti and all the legends, bro. But for the youngest now, like to have their own wave, bro, and able to stay with it, bro. You know what I mean? And still be relevant, and everything don't sound the same, and that's cool. I think like Atlanta, Memphis, and Detroit probably. You know what I mean?
Man, some of the oldest motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's a lot going on, and I like everybody in their own lanes right now, man. So even though, like, how did you start off rapping, bro?
Mine, my homeboy Trig, no. They fuck with, I don't know if you know about 3-6 Mafia and them and shit like that, man. They got their nephew, the loco done it, little infamous, you know what I'm saying? They kind of got a nigga in the studio and shit. That shit was cool.
Yeah.
I ain't never took that shit serious though, man, but it was cool because everybody was doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you said like you ain't take it serious then when you just had to show that it was opportunities present then. You know what I mean? You just ain't you wasn't focused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the motherfuckers that got me doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we make like 2 different genres, you know what I'm saying, of rap and shit like that. So like we don't even got like no collaborations. Like I know it's people that probably won't even know I'm cool with these motherfuckers. But they're my guys and shit like that.
Yeah, man. It's you rub elbows with all the right people, man. You know what I mean? Especially being that's what I'm learning too. It's a learning process too, man. But pretty much, man, because I had to think about it, right? Mm-hmm. Even like outside of management and shit like that, right? It's all about the same boat, bro. It's all about everybody trying to get to the next spot. So it's not, you know what I mean? So like sifting through the bullshit, like you'll spend all day, you'll get lost in the sauce. You feel me? Like if you really ain't got your strong team already, that's why a lot of people already got that shit already. Like when you get up there, now they'll give you a team. But how was it with you? Like you came up with your own people or
what? I got a team, you know what I'm saying? I got a team of members and shit like that, man. I try to make sure I got a group of motherfuckers that I grew up with, you know what I'm saying? Like, the titles that everybody was trying to take up and shit, they weren't so good at. So like the person that was wanting to claim to be my manager and shit like that, he really wasn't a good manager. He was good at something else, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of put him in like a completely different position. And I got he like a coach down there. Like I go to a studio and shit like that. I might be recording, and he be right there in the booth with me and shit like that. He gonna be like, hey, pause it right quick. He like, hey, cuz you need to say it like this or say it like that. You know what I'm saying? You know,
and that's you need people like that up in your corner that's gonna tell you the motherfucking truth. Like you feel me? Do that make you come twice as hard, bro? You know what I mean? Like really to shut him up though sometimes too, you know, like playful, like, you know what I mean, brotherly type, you know what I mean? You energy that you need, bro, especially being in the studio or just anyway, it's your craft, bro. And they gonna be honest, give their honest opinion. So but like you said though, right now, compared to that story that you just said right now, you said that was when you ain't take it serious when you was then. So what in between that span that you just start taking it serious?
My move to ATL, I like that with my manager, man, Mr. T.
Yeah. Shouts out to Mr. T, man.
Man, 100. He allowed me to just be an artist, you know. instead of just like I don't have to deal with my bookings. I don't have to deal with like the features or any type of business inquiries and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and how did, like, really, like, how did all of this shit go apart? So you was already linked in. When did you, and you said you started taking it serious, but when was that though?
I linked in with him probably about a month and a half, 2 months ago.
Yeah.
I had to come out of a little mental spot, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't start taking this shit serious until this year. As long as I've been making music, man, that's the crazy part. Like,
yeah, because you got videos, and even outside of the videos, like, let's even go back, man.
yeah.
You got hellified videos, man. So
Yeah.
what made that actually, like, I want to ask you a serious question, man.
Yeah.
Outside of you in Atlanta right now, what made you just dip from Memphis? Not like that, like dip, but like, did you feel like that you wanted to be heard? Atlanta is the Black Hollywood. You know what I mean?
It is. It's like Black Wall Street, you know what I'm saying? Especially for what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? I got like 6, 7 more years, man, of just pushing this shit, you know what I'm saying, before I break. And if I don't break, you know what I'm saying, before like I hit like my 40s and shit like that, man, then I gotta agree to living a normal life. Not that there's nothing wrong with that, you know what I'm saying, but I don't want to be over here, man, investing so much money and time into so much shit like that and not seeing like the proper returns and shit. So it's like, I'm getting closer to like my deadline and shit. I've always had deadlines. My pops and them and shit like that put me on that. You know, they had goals, deadlines and shit like. Yeah.
Like, what do you encourage a little you, or just somebody that's just trying to be up in a space just like you, a mental space where, you feel me, like, cause this shit, like, man, it's hard to, like, bro, your time, like how you said, bro, your time and your money getting put up into something that's just like,
yeah,
you feel me? So it's like mentally, it's like, bro, you'll be in your head, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's easy to get discouraged like that. You know what I'm saying?
But that's why I had to tell you, it's only take that one though. But even if you have 50 of them ones, you know what I mean? So, but you know, it take that one and then all of them. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? It's crazy how the wave come about. But you know what I mean? You can hear one song and then be like, oh, let me go. Oh, he tight. Let me go. And then it's been the same flow. You know what I mean? But hey, that's how it is, bro. You know what I mean? So how do you tap in? Do you tap in, or do you write?
I do a little bit of both. Personally, it's fun. I do more writing than I do punching in and shit like that, man.
Yeah. And
I punch in good. I want to start. I want to do more songs and shit like that, man. While I'm just punching in and shit. Like, I got a track right now that's unreleased. You know what I'm saying? Got a nice little feature on that motherfucker. And I did a bunch of punch ins on it. The vibe on that motherfucker is lit. Like, I feel like I can perform that bitch and they gon' turn up. You know what I'm saying? But like,
was weekend was your that was your recent
hell nah.
No, that was just the one that, man, I mean, that motherfucker go though. But
man, I appreciate it. I recorded that motherfucker, man, probably a year or so ago. Man, I had just fell out with my pops and shit like that, man. And I was planning on leaving my baby mom's and
get the lyrics up on that. Let's get to some of the lyrics, man. So
yeah,
you know, just by being just up in the same city as some of these people, man. Who are some of these people that stretched out to you, or you know what I mean? Like you said, you was almost there, like with Dolph, right?
Yeah. And mostly so far, just him. I got somebody, you know what I'm saying, this kind of lining shit up for me, you know what I'm saying, right now. You know, he the one got me locked in and shit like that with the videographer and shit that I'm locked in with.
But you on your, I mean, but like you said, man, but even like, okay, after you went to Atlanta, man, so you know you gotta pay you gotta tow your own weight. You feel me? Because everybody rap. You feel me? So it's like, what actually, but you know, you got that. Nah, this is the whole point about that though. This is where everything meet though, because you got every side or every style that you could put that's producers, that's videographers, you know what I mean? That's even other features, bro. You know what I mean? That make the song, you know what I mean? Now that's the crazy part about it, bro. Like,
and they give game too. Like they don't got no problem with giving game. Like that's one thing about my city. You might run into somebody that's in a position or something like that. You know, if he ain't in a position you want to be in, he's in a type of position that could, you know what I'm saying, help yours out and shit. Like, they don't want to fuck with you. They don't want to help you or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll charge you, you know what I'm saying? Like, just for they connects or they contacts. Let's say you trying to get like your shoe brand or whatever the fuck off the ground and shit like that. You might got a partner who already got his shit going like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he won't even give you like his manufacturer, like his vendors and nothing like that, unless you're spending like $1,500, $2,000. That's Memphis.
But that's what I was just saying. You think like that's the old saying, bro? Because that's why you say it, the old saying. You know what I mean? The game is to be sold, not told.
Not told and shit like that. Facts. And I agree. You know what I'm saying? But it shouldn't come from the same people that speak like the complete opposite. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I mean. Like, you know what I mean? Because people, it's like, at some point, man, you got to think about it. Like, man, like some shit is just free game. Some shit is just common sense. But, you know, that's where it's different because a lot of people ain't coachable. And, you know what I mean?
Right.
And a lot of people ain't team players. So that's when you just like, okay, well, I understand why. You know what I mean? But let's get back to it, man. So what you think, like, what's your goals? Like how you said, you got some goals and shit.
I'm trying to set my kids up, you know what I'm saying, to be in the position that I want in and shit like that. By the time my age, like by any means, the music shit cool, you know, that's what I'm breaking for and shit like that. But like, it don't stop there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's way big. So,
but
we'll just make sure they good, you know.
Man, how do you balance that shit, man? Because it's a difference between just saying I'm finna go do this shit, and you feel me. And then you ain't gonna go and halfway do it. You feel me? So how do you balance that out and just not putting your all into it because you got to, you know what I mean? But still try to be grounded and be a family man.
My kids and their mom and shit like that, like 6 hours away from Roy. Just having like a strong foundation from the jump and shit like that, because from what I'm trying to do, you know what I'm saying, like there's balance don't even exist. I ain't even gonna lie. It's either I'm gonna put myself in a position to be great so that I can put everybody else in a greater position and shit like that, man, or settle for, you know what I'm saying, what the fuck is already happening in our reality and shit like that, and not be great. You feel me? So,
but even
decent
corporate wise, like, see, that's what I was thinking about too, right? These record labels still, as long as you rubbing elbows with these people, you know, like basically it's the same way if you used to hoop. If you used to hoop, eventually, man, you're gonna go up to some team. You know what I mean? If you either coach or GM or something like that, right? A&Rs need people like that actually been up in there and the ear for talent. You know what I mean? Or a manager. Like, so you rubbing elbows. Like, what do you see? Like the aspects of this shit that just like mentally just made you feel like, man, this is where it's at. Like, as soon as you went to Atlanta, it was an opportunity or what?
The opportunity, and I mean, outside of like, you know, the bullshit ass motherfuckers that don't really want to see you be great and shit. Like, my kids look at me like a celebrity out here. You feel me? Yeah. It's mostly them, you know what I'm saying? They gas me up. They see the opportunity, they see the shit in me that I wasn't seeing at first, you know what I'm saying? And
was it like because of your, like, not really because of your city, but just the environment? You know, we got you know what I mean? It's like, man, you know, them little walks in the park, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's just for people that gotta go to the walk in the park. You feel me? But for
right.
the people that's already like, you know what I mean, just that, you know what I mean? So it's like
in the park.
It's like mentally, bro, you in a good state, bro, and good state of mind bring good results.
Man, that shit took
time.
I ain't gonna lie. That shit was a fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with just leaving the city, that shit took me a long ass time. I was supposed to left years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel good though? Like, how you feel about moving? Like, was that like when you look back on it, bro, and you that was a fight, like how you said, but when you look back on it, you think that was the right decision or the best decision?
Man, I only been up here 3 months. That's funny, man. I just left Memphis and shit like that last weekend. Somebody just asked me the same question. Like, he was asking me, like, do you regret, you know what I'm saying, moving and this and that? Sometimes I regret moving, but it's mostly due to, like, so I don't got no friends and family up here like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And sometimes I think about going back, but it's like, that shit pussy to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm really only thinking about that because it's easier out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I put like hella years into building a foundation that way. You know, I already know the pattern.
It's your comfort zone.
Yeah, it's like
going back. It's your comfort zone. You feel me?
You know, and I'm not for. I feel like I'm more comfortable and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm least comfortable, if that makes sense. Like,
but see, yeah, but now you gotta look at, like, you was local. Yeah. Nah, it's like now you know what I mean? Like, it's like notoriety starting to come. Yeah. So it's you outside of your city, you outside of your state now, and people starting to gain traction. So you know what I mean? So you banking on it, and like I said, you damn near won, bro. But like, out of all of these songs, like, think about it now. If we go back to these songs now, like, I had to do, one made me to 2 to 3 to, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. So do you think, like, man, with a bigger state or a bigger like, I wouldn't say platform, but yeah, platform for a place like Atlanta, man, you think that's a good place, like, to like, how was it for the last 3 months for you?
Man, a struggle. Yeah. A struggle. It's starting to look up. It's weird as hell, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause you always got, like, the image shit, the shit that people see, you know what I'm saying, on, like, social media or whatever platform you broadcasting your shit out to, and then you got, like, reality. Like, my first month up here, or my first 3 weeks and shit out here, you know what I'm saying? I slept in the car and shit, you know, but I ain't broadcast that type of shit. So it's and we got a roof over our head, shit looking up, shit looking cool and shit like that. It's still not the quality of life that I was living out there and shit like that, because I had everything lined up.
Yeah.
But it's weird. Like, it's weird because as far as, like, entertainment and shit like that, entertainment has been gradually, you know what I'm saying, going up, like, the past month and shit like that.
Shit, they ain't built wrong in one day. But, you know, you just gotta, it make you feel better, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you work for it, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And it ain't, because, you know what I mean? Like, it just make you feel better, bro.
This shit,
you know what I mean? And then it's just motions, bro. And you know the crazy thing about it, bro? I think as men, bro, we get these motions when we leave, and we don't know how to react to them because this shit that we ain't never felt before. Like, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
And we got society against us too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
I was telling my baby moms that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and luckily we good enough to speak on shit like this. You know, like, at one point, shit, I would try to leave, and unlike like the women, you know what I'm saying? If she would have left me and the kids and shit and came out here to pursue her dreams or something like that, man, it would have been all type of empowerment. You know what I'm saying? All type of comments and shit like, oh, you deserve better or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? But like as a man and shit like that, first time I tried to leave, you know, I was told I was abandoned in the family and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good point, man.
Yeah, it's that abandonment word and shit like that. I was like, God damn. So I stuck it out. We weren't even on good terms then and shit like that. I just took my ass back and shit. I was like, man, I can't leave. But like this time, I dipped out. Like me and her weren't even on bad terms when I dipped out this time and shit. Me and my family good. My kids love me.
But like I said, man, you on your way, man. But everything ain't gonna be like shit.
It ain't gonna be people.
It ain't, you know what I mean? That's what it's sun, rain, sleet, hail, and snow. You know what I mean?
I put that shit in the song and shit. You know what I'm saying? Them exact words that I had told her ass and shit. You know, like I gotta.
That's how you channel your songs. Like where you put your how you balance out your song. Like okay, basically like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got an open canvas right here, right?
Right.
Mentally, how do you process everything? Like what's going on? Do you just like whatever you going through?
I gotta listen to the track first. You know what I'm saying? Like that's step one. And I'm picky with like, you know what I'm saying, my production and shit like that. Like I put in about an hour and a half, 2 hours out just browsing beats and shit like that.
Yeah.
And it gotta just click for me, you know what I'm saying? Once I do find the track and shit, then it's like, then I gotta find like my delivery and shit. Like the actual lyrics, I try to find last. That's like the last thing I do and shit. I find the track first, a beat that hit me and shit, then a delivery, like I hum through that motherfucker. You know, like I don't know, it's like finding a melody and a cadence and shit like that. And then lastly, picking the lyrics and shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't be too much worried about the lyrics. I can think of a fucking billion things and shit like that to make a fucking song about, you know. But
so a lot of people, man, like I don't take, you know how like people that write, they serious about writing, and the people that ghost write, like you know what I mean. So it's kind of like in the same way about people that think about it like damn, I forgot how I wanted to like actually present it, man. But it was a good fucking point. Like, do you think, man, it's better for you to catch people's ear with just, you know what I mean, like how your process, man? Because you know, like for doing music, man, it's like you want to go bar for bar for bar. You know what I mean? Just writing, man.
Okay, I think I'm following the context. I don't know. I try to find a balance with that shit right there. Like, I don't want to. You got lyricists out here. You feel me? Like, I call them dictionary rappers, like ABC rappers, like your Eminem, your Hobsons and shit like that. They cool. You know what I'm saying? I guess wherever they from and shit like that. Where I'm from, you know, that shit kind of is lit, going like metaphor for metaphor, you know, or like 100% bars and shit like that. But
when do you think you going to, like, is that just you, your man? Like, that's what I was trying to figure out.
I try to put a little bit of vibe in there too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want it to be like 100% commercial, like a song that's like, I can perform it and shit like that because it's gonna turn the crowd up, but it ain't no shit that people can listen to one-on-one. I mean,
that's what I was gonna say. So you know how like that's what I thought about.
Yeah.
But the thing about it, like, you know how like people that ghost write, it's the same way with people that it's the same way with people that like that make songs, right? Are you the type of person that just want the songs to just be you, or would you consider like working with other artists?
Anybody.
Yeah. Because you know, like some people, man, won't work with other people. You know what I mean? They just rather they focus on them. Every song be just them. And it's like, you know what I mean? For everybody to teach his own, you know what I mean?
Because Dane is versatile, you know what I'm saying? Like, before like music and shit like that, like I was doing poetry and shit. You know what I'm saying? I listen to some of all type of genres. I do ghostwriting as well. And,
And
like I can't
how is it though? Like, you know what I mean? You just try to how is it to brand yourself now since you done moved out your city? Or just even like how hard is it to brand yourself?
Man, it ain't hard at all out here. It ain't gonna lie. It ain't hard at all out here, man. Like the people fuck with you because you foreign. You know what I'm saying? So it's just if you have a brand and shit like that, man, as soon as you put it out there, they gonna eat that shit up. You just gotta stick with it. You know what I'm saying? That
what's the best advice you could give somebody though? Like up and coming little you out there?
Man, to not take life for granted and not trade your time for your money. And not trade time for money and shit like that. Your time is way more valuable than money.
For sure.
Way more.
Like shit. Like, well, what you got coming up next, man? What's next for Meechie?
I'm finna deal with. We in February still?
Yeah, it's February.
Look, I'm asking the dog and shit. Yeah. February. Man, next month I'm gonna put out a few singles and shit like that, man. I got a few decent features and shit. Because I'm mostly just throwing out projects before the 2 projects I put out on the platforms that you can look up now and shit like that. Now I'll pass out CDs and shit. But I'm gonna put out a few singles starting next month. I know I'm gonna go get some more work done by GT and shit like that. Dude is a motherfucker. Dude amazing. You know, I haven't started performing out here yet. I'm banking. I'm probably gonna do my first show out this way sometime next month too. Like, so pretty much just the rest of February and shit like that, man. Just promo. You know what I'm saying? Promo, bills, kids type shit.
That's what's up, man. That's the motherfucking move. Shit, like what you see yourself doing, like how far you want this shit to go, man? Like your timeline. Like your timeline. You know what I mean?
Be like Gotti around there.
Yesterday. Yeah.
I got you can't tell me otherwise and shit like that, man. My manager got me gassed up around this bitch. Like I be signing somebody paperwork before this year out. Like,
man, that's what you need. Like that's what I said though. But you know what I mean? What do you think is better for? What do you think, man? Like if you indie or label?
Hold on, say that again.
What do you think better, indie or label?
Oh, man, I think that's individualized. Like it's kind of subjective. It depends on the person and the type of push you got behind you and shit like that.
But let me. The only reason I say that is because you could take if you're an artist, bro, and you indie and you've been indie for about 2 good years, a major gonna come and just give you nothing for nothing. You feel me? That's what I understand. Like you gotta actually you could be a major, but you actually get bossed up just from doing indie shit. You feel me? That's where the label come and they basically gonna give you nothing just for your name alone. That's your leverage. You know what I mean? That's why I always ask people, like, you know what I mean, what do they feel? Because I'm trying to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, competing with these labels is a motherfucker. Like, it's hard. Man, let's say we drop some shit today, you know what I'm saying? And that motherfucker do crazy numbers, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's say we go like number 1 or 2 on the billboards or something like that. They'll let that stay up there and shit like that, man. And then whatever the fuck song and shit like that was number 1 on the billboards before that'll be right back up there like that following week. You know what I'm saying? And that's all because all the major labels and shit like that fucking with each other. You know?
You fighting a machine.
Yeah.
You going to get
That shit called money. You feel me? Like a whole lot of fucking money. It's a whole lot of fucking investing.
Yeah. So and like, how do you see it though? Like now that you actually starting to You know what I mean? Like, you see it. I know it ain't nothing easy, bro. Ain't nothing just gonna come to you. But for you to actually see that you a player in the game now, like, oh, you know what I mean? Because I'm actually like, even with the views, bro, it's a way that I could, you know what I mean? Finesse, like, bro, I'm just all my shit genuine. Like, you feel me? I like, and I ain't knocking it, bro, because it's the game. You feel me? Everything is set up like that. So, you know what I mean? You pay like you weigh too, but if you just genuine with it, you know what I mean?
Man, you build more organic followers and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like the support shit like that. You know,
for sure.
It's a little different. Like I've gotten some great, you know what I'm saying, supporters and shit like that, man. From what I'm doing, from being an independent artist, like they die hard. They die hard. Memphis, man. I swear to God, I just left Memphis.
Man.
I think I left out Saturday morning. You know what I'm saying? I got over family. First thing first, when I got over my kids and shit like that, they want to see me. You know what I'm saying? When I bought my daughter an iPhone. And I got a diehard fan out there and shit. You know what I'm saying? When I told him I was coming out there, he pulled up on me like 2 in the morning. He sat out there with me, man, till down at like 5 in the morning. You know? Like, yeah, you know. Told him and shit like shit. That shit means something to me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I was just gonna say. How do that make you feel, right here, bro?
Man. This nigga slide behind my name. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't even put him in that type of position and shit. I'm just like, I'm gonna make you proud type shit. You know.
But now that you out your city, don't you feel like your city is that too, though? Like, you feel me? Like,
yeah. Hell yeah.
You got them on your, like, and it's crazy, bro. Like, shit, you a representative of them too, bro. Like, you ain't gotta be a big name, or you feel me? But you on your way too. But you know what I mean? Like, when you put yourself, Yo Gotti, and you know what I mean? Big people out your name because y'all still outside your city, and y'all still pushing minutes.
Some of these other folks ain't willing to do. Yeah. Like,
so what do you want to do? Like, if you was actually, man, able to do, like, what would your give back be? Like, what was your game plan? To actually give your whole game plan, but what's positive that you would think you would do, like, that you think that you would, like, your man, for your city?
As far as, like, supporting the city and shit like that, man, I don't know, a fuckload of giveaways, man. I go back and deal with a lot of kids and shit like that that's in unfortunate situations, you feel me? And just try to make sure I put like the right type of game in there. Like, I'm into clinical psychology and shit like that, you feel me? So like a kid's mental health and shit like that means the fucking world to me. So I don't know. Go back, you know what I'm saying? Cut the check for a few, you know, non-profits and shit like that, but also be able to be like a good influencer and shit like that to like the younger generation. Like, I go to my kids' school and shit like that, and not even, you know, exclusively to my kids, but for like the entire school and shit like that. You know, talk to them, answer whatever questions for them, hang out with them. You know, develop different type of bonds for each and every one of them and shit like.
That's what's up.
My way of giving back and shit like that, man. By conditioning more positive mindsets and shit like that, could been fucked up. I ain't gonna lie. We got motherfuckers on demon time and shit like that. And the last thing we need and shit like that is more people growing up and shit like that with that same type of mindset. You feel me?
What kept you grounded though to stay out? Like, man, you got to go through hell just to get to heaven, but you know what I mean? Like, what kept you grounded, bro? And just say, like, do you think that's where the music came from?
Oh, nah. Look, man, I ain't in for the lie. Like, I've been grounded and shit, but I've been battling my own motherfucking demons and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, my best friend committed suicide and shit. 2020 and shit like that, man. And I've been kind of unstable ever since. Like, I had my good day, you know. But like, bad is like worse and shit like that. You feel me? Like,
I understand that, man.
Do
And they
as
always say like
I
it's
do
gonna get
type of
better,
thing.
bro. That shit don't. It don't. I ain't trying to be like, bro, man, it don't, bro. I mean, it don't,
Yeah,
bro.
I
Cause
was
I
just
lost my
saying, like, shit. Even if you look at, I mean, you listen to my music and shit like that, man. It don't even be like 100% in correlation with, you know, what the fuck I be preaching on my personal time and shit. But I don't know. In other words, I wouldn't consider myself completely grounded right now and shit like that. You feel me? Not according to my standards, you know.
But shit, you gotta know how to. You at a point right now, man. You know what to do, bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's just you know. But you got a lot of other shit going on right now, so it's like you know what to do. It's just how you gonna do it.
True.
You know what I mean?
I got people that love me and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I love them too. You know, and
that's for sure, man.
That's grounded enough and shit. Like Mr. T, he keep me grounded. I don't care what the fuck I'm going through. Like, I don't care what the fuck I'm going through and shit like that, man. This man got a fucking dream to sell my ass that I'm buying.
For sure, man.
That's why he was gonna hop on this journey.
And
like,
we gotta get back with him, bro, because I know he hot.
Yeah.
Hey,
ain't nothing this man can tell me shit like that.
And tell him I'm getting back with him too, man. Hey, but matter of fact, I'm gonna text him right after this. So any shots out you want to give, bro?
Man, shouts out to the whole BSC. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna put no individual names in there because I'm definitely gonna forget one. And a motherfucker gonna feel some type of way. Shouts out to the whole city. You know what I'm saying? You for coming through and shit like that, man. Most definitely.
Man, for sure, man. I sure appreciate you, man. And
Yeah.
where can they y'all could check out his music, bro. Ran at the bottom of the screen right here, man. So y'all go check him out on all platforms, man. It's Mike Donald. They done fucked around. So I appreciate you having you coming on the show, bro. Y'all go check us out, run us up, man. What's your YouTube?
Man, my YouTube and shit like that, man. You just type in Meechie Thuggn. Same thing you do on any other platform and shit like that, man.
Bet it up.
Everything.
So everybody, man, y'all go check him out.
Google
man.
it, you know.
Google it.
Shit like that.
Hey, Memphis on, hot artist, man. You know what I mean? Meet y'all check him out. Black Sheep Empire, man. Hey, y'all know what it is. Mike Donald. I appreciate you, bro.
Man, no problem.